Good morning, respected employers, my HR fraternity friends and colleagues, and cross-functional friends and colleagues. Today, in this video, I am going to talk about competition analysis. In general terms, competition is prevalent, continued, and will remain to be continued all across the societal growth, all across the centuries after centuries, in all walks of life. But my presentation will be confined to the business perspective in regard to competition analysis. Competition analysis more particularly starts before even conceiving a business or a trade, whether be it manufacturing, whether be it services of any nature, any type, any kinds whatsoever. So competition analysis has to be done before starting a business in very thorough way with clear understanding of the nature of competition, comparing with population, socio-economic structure, economic changes, political paradigms, so on and so forth are to be taken into consideration before conceiving a business to start up. This is for startup business. For the existing business, it is essential for all the enterprises of all types, nature and size to do competition analysis on a regular basis to understand, to strategize ahead of the future as to how to cope with the competition and to compete over the competition, to grab more and more market share and to take advantage or build the capability level of the organization to cope with the competing organization, to compete over competition for sustaining growth, diversification, so on and so forth. So competition analysis is a strategic dimension as also operational dimension. So strategic dimension and operational dimension both together, once analyzed, gives a way forward roadmap to the organizations to go ahead. So what are the purposes of competition analysis? Number one, set realistic business objectives. Second one is to define the competitor strategy, because if we do not know the competitor strategy, competitor existence, competitors market share, competitors sort, till then we cannot map out our competitive strategy. Third one is important information has to be captured, collected, organized, measured and taken to a matrix so that on-time information is available with the organization to analyze the competitive scenario in comparative to other competitors. Next is market related decisions. Yes, competition decides the pricing strategy, marketing strategy, and how to cope with the competition and compete over the competitions. Next one could be identifying the competitor's weakness and threats. This is very important to identify the competitor's weaknesses as also internal SWOT analysis based weaknesses and threats, so that an organization can develop strengths which competitors does not have or may not have and may come after a long time. So using the competitors' weaknesses, threats, etc., and comparing those with the internal SWOT. Organizations should try to develop strength on strength so that they can cope with the competitive scenario and compete over the competition. Next one could be, what are the competitive advantage an organization does have? Those are need to be identified, and more stress has to be given on the strength so that strength is built to overcome the threats as also weaknesses. That does not mean threats and weaknesses should not be addressed. Those are also to be addressed in a very meticulous, categorically, and dedicatedly and focused way so that short parameters develop more into strengths and opportunities instead of threats and weaknesses. Next one could be, never ever an organization should go into confrontation with competitors' strength. It is not desired, it does not pay, or it does not add any value. So it is better to avoid confrontation with competitors' strength. Next could be, do market positioning as per the competitive situation. It is because market positioning is very important. At the same time, market positioning is dependent variable of the competitive scenario, competitive environment, changing business environment, so on and so forth. So market positioning has to be done very strategically, analyzing the competitive scenario, sort, so on and so forth, as I just mentioned right now. Next is information gathering of and from all the organizations across the globe to find out or to strategize or to create a roadmap and to set corporate goals in the short term, mid term, and long term so that competitive strength is gained by an organization to compete over the competitors, and building on the strength on strength of the capability level of the organization in a continued way. Here is a role, very much a role of HR professionals as a HRBP, cross-functional professionals as the operations people, and more particularly top management being the runners of the business. So the capability level has to be addressed very heavily in a very catalytic way, meticulous way, right way, with all efficiency and effectiveness so that capability of internal resources as also external resources are built on to compete over the competition for adding value to the sustainability as also growth and diversification, so on and so forth. So the advantage of competition analysis are huge. To name a few, it helps in strategic decisions by the top management to go ahead, to plan ahead, to set goals, and to do all the activities which are necessary to gain the competitive edge to compete over the competition. Next, but not very much important, is sales and profit. Yes, all the businesses are dependent on sales and profit. Marketing positioning, as I have said, it is there, but at the same time, revenue has to come from the sales, and sales volume turnover has to increase very rapidly, but in a sustainable way, in a very what I should say is very serious way, so that today's sales or today's marketing does not have any negative effect on the future sales and future marketing, because customers are very much volatile in their behavior. Today they are with an organization, tomorrow they may be somewhere else. So sales and profits both goes together, but to increase the sales based on the marketing strategies, sales improvement needs to take care very much of the customer paradigm into deep consideration and focused way, so that retention of customers there and increasing number of customers are also there. Last but not the least is risk minimization. Yes, what I have tried to say in regard to capability building of all the resources in the organization is to risk avoidance, risk minimization, risk elimination, or risk uh, mm, management. So risk management has to be there. Risk will be there, but at the same time, risk management strategy has also to be there in the organization to compete over the competition by increasing the competitive edge of whatever product or services an organization is dealing with. And for that, both internal and external resources are to be analyzed very categorically, are to be used, and all efforts should be given to build on capability, so that competitive edge is increased and competition becomes easier and risk is lessened down, and sustainability is assured with reasonable profit margin, including turnover and other aspects of finances, to satisfy the stakeholders all along in a continued way. In description part, I have given little more description of it. Hopefully, I could give some food for thought as to the importance of competition analysis as a continued process in all the organizations, irrespective of size, nature, and type. Thank you. Thank you very much.